In this video, we'll cover how to navigate the visual editor. In the left panel bar, there are different items that you can drag and drop. You can show more. There's also templates that you can use. So if I want to use something with a hero template, I could go heroes and then scroll over and drop that into our page. A lot of times this is very useful to get started so that you can find out kind of how blocks work. The layers section will show you every layer in the actual page as it stacks down. If you happen to be in a different layout, this is the layout key. You can change the screen layout by doing always 2-column, which moves all of the menus over to the left, always 3-column, or change by screen size. I prefer to always leave this in 3-column and adjust my screen accordingly. We'll travel over to the middle of the screen here and look at the different resolutions. Currently, we're looking at the desktop. This can switch to tablet mode, and you'll see that the styles will change. We'll get more into that in later tutorials, and also mobile. Every time you change this, it will affect just that style on that device. Traveling further over to the right side of this page, we are looking at the options which exist for this page. Currently, this is just showing our URL, our title, and our description for SEO purposes. If we look at the style, this won't show anything at the top level page, but if I click on any box or item, this will show you your complete layout. Breaking down the style tab, you have a layout, the child layout within it, the visibility, so you can hide or show on desktop, tablet, or mobile, your background, so if you want to change out a picture, let's say we wanted to change this hand that I have selected, you can just click this. We'll do more with this later, but here's an example. The typography, so if you want to change any words within this page, so let's say lotions here, we want to make this 50 pixels. We can bump that up easily. We can shift it to the center or to the left within that block. Italicize. Now, when we start to talk about margins and padding, there's a lot of defaults that come in automatically when we drop blocks in. So if I click this top level block, let's just delete this one real quick. So if you click this top level block, you can actually see there's some space below it, but there's nothing above it on this one. So if I click the showcase list here, I can go to the margin, and let's say we wanted 20 pixels up here. That automatically moved 20 pixels. You can always do this by stretching and shrinking using this dot. Everything on a margin pushes away. Everything on a padding will pull in closer. For example, if we want these two boxes pushed in, we would do 20 and 20. Showing that there will be space around it, pulling into the inside of the block. The margin on the outside will remain also 20 pixels, pushing away from the sides. You can also create animations by clicking this and showing fade in, fade up, fade left, fade right. So there's the type of preview we'll get. Let me slow that down a bit. So there's a preview. The data tab is probably one of your most important tabs if you have dynamic data coming in. If you have a lot of static content, you probably will not spend a lot of time in here. And if you're just getting started, most likely that will be the case. A/B tests are when you want to do different types of testing. You will create different variations based on different settings that are in. We'll do a full tutorial on this as well. The Insights page is for a page once it goes live, along with who they're interacting with and how they're interacting with your page. The history can show you every change that you've made. If, for instance, you've made a lot of edits and you want to go back to a specific one, you can always click the revert button. There are several other features, but one of the most important is the live preview of your current draft. So here's your current draft in the real page without any builder components around it. That's an easy way to check what your full site will look like. For now, that's how you get around an initial page layout. We'll be working through all of the different components in each page in the following examples.